I've got discernment about this person. I'm discerning that this path isn't right for me. We hear these phrases constantly in spiritual circles and leadership coaching, used as a shorthand for sudden insight. But when we look closer, the reality is that much of what we call discernment is actually a fast reaction wearing the costume of wisdom. The word often functions as a spiritual brand for prejudice, an excuse to avoid uncomfortable growth, or a way to elevate an ego-driven opinion into an unquestionable verdict. By attaching a slow word to a fast impulse, we confuse a trauma-informed gut feeling with objective, examined truth. Operating on this imitation of wisdom carries a compounding cost. It leads to broken relationships and major life decisions that cannot be logically defended once the initial emotional heat fades. We begin prematurely cutting off the mirrors in our lives, the difficult but necessary people who challenge our biases and reveal our blind spots. This process creates a self-reinforcing psychological trap. The individual becomes isolated within a closed loop, hearing only the voices that confirm what they already believe. Rather than expanding a person's wisdom, reactive labeling makes their world increasingly small. Reclaiming the practice starts with the Latin root, discernere. It translates literally to the physical act of sifting apart. This same mechanical process appears across history. The Hebrew concept of binah is the ability to distinguish between things that exist closely together. The Arabic tamyiz describes the same function, the deliberate act of separating one thing from another. In Greek, diakrisis is the act of judging through, while the Sanskrit viveka is the discrimination between the real and the unreal. This is a universal human technology. True discernment is the patient, methodical separation of the wheat from the chaff. You can identify false discernment by the state of your body. It operates in the sympathetic nervous system, arriving loud and fast with a tight chest, a racing pulse, and shallow breathing. Real discernment requires the parasympathetic system. It necessitates slowing the mind and settling the body before any investigation begins. This sifting relies on 3 mandatory conditions: establishing interior stillness, maintaining the humility to be wrong, and possessing the willingness to update your conclusion as new information arrives. Your physiology reveals the truth of the process before your mind even forms a sentence. You can test the validity of any insight using a simple 4-question diagnostic tool. Question 1. Did I become quieter before deciding or louder? Question 2. Am I holding the conclusion lightly or am I gripping it? Question 3. Did I actually sift the evidence or did I just react and label it? And question 4. Am I willing to update my position if new facts emerge? Decisions that fail these 4 checks represent the ego defending its position. The Greek text of the New Testament provides a clue to how this capacity is built. The word used for exercising discernment is gymnosmena, the same root for the word gymnasium. Discernment is a biological and spiritual muscle. It is not a superpower you are born with. It is a skill developed through consistent training. A trained mind creates a life free of panicked decisions. It is grounded in unshakable inner trust, capable of seeing what the rest of the world misses. Because every muscle requires a gym, the Phoenix Project Foundation developed the framework to treat consciousness as a skill. Go to phoenixprojectfoundation.com/prohuman to join the Team Human channel. There you can access the complete sifting guide and join a community dedicated to this training. Start the practice now. The training simply unwraps a profound gift the Creator already planted inside you.